Kathleen Wynne, she's nervous. She's really nervous. She's getting personal. I'm not getting personal with Kathleen Wynne. I'm going to hold Kathleen Wynne accountable based on her record. Her record.
There is hope for the future, and help is on the way. I'm making a bit of a mess here with the paper. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big Ajax welcome, a big Durham welcome to our leader, the next Premier of Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, Doug Ford.
Well, thank you, Ron. What a warm welcome. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. My friends, we've had a few announcements this week, and we'll start off with our announcement today. Our announcement today is helping people out, helping people find jobs, and the only way we're going to help people find jobs is by creating an environment for companies to come to Ontario and open up. And right now, what we've seen for 15 years, there hasn't been an environment for creating jobs. To the contrary, we've lost 300,000 manufacturing jobs here in Ontario. The reason we've lost 300,000 manufacturing jobs, when companies look to Ontario to come here, they look at every bit of red tape and regulation you could possibly think of. You look at the highest hydro rates in North America. You look at the worst tax someone could ever have, which is the carbon tax. That's not an environment to create jobs. Today, our announcement is we're making sure that companies can thrive. Small businesses, medium businesses, large businesses. We're reducing the tax rate for businesses from 11.5% down to 10.5%. That's... That is one step of many that we're going to take. We're going to make sure this is the most business-friendly region in North America. We see every single day how we're competing against the rest of the world. We see every day how we're competing against our neighbors to the south. We have to be competitive. And with the help of all my friends here and the rest of you, we will make sure this province thrives. Thank you. Our other announcement this week was about the $6 million man. I'm not too sure if you heard about the $6 million man. As I've been crisscrossing the province, I've been talking to, that's Kathleen Wynne Cullen. Tell her I say hi. So, my friends, when I crisscross the province, and I've hit every single town, every single city, and we're going to continue doing it around the clock, I'm having people come up to me with their hydro bills and saying, I can't afford to pay my hydro. I have a choice between heating and eating. I have every single company I go to, no matter what size it is, talking about the hydro rates. We went to one company that actually employs roughly about 300 people, 3 locations, and they post their hydro bill on a bulletin board. So you see the delivery charges. It started at $3,000 a bill. By the time all the additional charges took place, it was over $30,000. $30,000. And you look any other region, it's less than half of that. Less than half of that. And we wonder what's going on at Hydro. I'll tell you what's going on at Hydro. As people are struggling, we did our comparators, just like all the folks in here. You go shopping, you'll compare prices. You go apply for a job, you compare what they're paying. So we did the same thing. We went across the country, looked at all the people that were CEOs running Hydro for BC, for Alberta, from Manitoba and Saskatchewan, Quebec, and so on and so forth. The pay fluctuated from about $450,000 to $550,000 for the CEOs. After hammering away about the Sunshine List, they weren't on the Sunshine List, mysteriously. Kathleen Wynne kiboshed it. Told them, don't say a word about the executive pay. Finally, after being persistent, they came out with the executive pay. We found out the executive pay for our CEO was 10 times the amount of every other CEO in the country. He's making $4.5 million a year. That's not bad enough. Well, people are struggling. It was not bad enough that people are struggling to pay their hydro bills. They went out, or he went out, and gave himself a $1.7 million raise, a bonus, I should say, not a raise, a bonus, bringing him up over $6 million, which is the highest paid bureaucrat in the entire country, bar none. No one comes close to it. When people are struggling, that's arrogance. That's being cocky. But he went one step further, and so did the board. One step further, it wasn't good enough for him to get a $1.7 million raise. He got all his buddies' bonuses too. So he spent, out of your money, by the way, your money, and remember this when you open your hydro bill up, he gave over $14 million of bonuses to all the top executives in hydro. And these same executives are 1 million, 2 million. All his executives are making more than all the rest of the CEOs in the entire country. That's coming to an end. That's coming to an end. My friends, you're right, sir. That's it. I agree with that. My friends, you're right. You've been listening to my speeches. The party's over with the taxpayers' money. It's okay. Oh, Bobby, you make me laugh. So, again, my friends, that is over $20 million, not mentioning all their pay. If you add up all the bonuses, if they do the same thing every single year, over 4 years, you're well over $80 million. Over $80 million because they don't care. And Kathleen Wynne has zero respect for the taxpayers. If you've noticed, she hasn't said a word about it. She's sweeping it under the carpet. But that's the mentality what put us in the debt that we have of over $312 billion growing every single day. That's the reason we're paying over $12 billion of your money, my money, everyone's money in Ontario, trying to pay down the debt. So the next announcement we came up with this week is we want to find out who's getting rich and who are the insiders who've been taking all your money for all these years. We're doing a complete audit. The first day in office, we're going to have a complete audit of the books of every single ministry. We'll bring a third party in, and we'll work with the Auditor General. The Auditor General found $1 billion with their eyes closed. But we're going to go deeper than that. We're going to go a lot deeper than what the Auditor General is doing right now. We're going to find billions of dollars. We're going to find out who are the insiders, the liberal insiders, the liberal elites, all the lobbyists. We'll find out where your money's being spent. Once we find out where the money's being spent, once we find out where your money's being spent, we will make sure we hold them accountable. My friends, we see people struggling. The same people that are showing me their hydro bills, a lot of them, are the same people that have minimum wage, that are in desperate need of help. You have to see and talk to these people. It hits you right in the heart. And I know how hard it would be. These people are working, trying to just get ahead and just put food on the table. It's difficult trying to survive on minimum wage. We all know that. So when they jumped from 11 and change up to $14, the only people that were making money was the government. They were collecting more money. So we announced this week that anyone who's making minimum wage, it's under 30,000, 28,000 and some odd, they're going to pay 0% tax. We're going to give them a tax credit for 0% tax. My friends, it's not a lot. It's about $850. I think we quoted earlier $820, but my friends at CBC correct me, but it's even better. So I thank you. I thank you for that. It's $850 approximately. It may not be a lot to a lot of people, but it's a lot of money to a tremendous amount of people. A tremendous amount of people. So we're going to make sure that we put money into their pocket instead of the government's pocket. My friends, we're going to turn this province around. Together, we'll turn it around. We'll make sure that we leave no stone unturned anywhere. We're going to be rolling out the rest of our platform and our plan over the next few days. But our plan is about for the people. Everything we do is for the people. As I've told and asked our policy people, every single policy we make, it has to be about the people. And it has to benefit the people. That's what we're going to do. And my friends, once we move forward, and all my friends here get elected, a lot of smart people sitting in this front row. A lot of smart people. And we had a good rah in Oshawa, didn't we, Bob? It was in all the areas, actually. We're hitting about 7 different events every single day. We're going to midnight, back up at 6 o'clock, but I love it because people like you energize me. People like you are going to help us turn this province around. We can't do this alone, any of us. We need each and every one of you to go out, tell your family and friends about our plan. We want to turn this province around and make it the most prosperous region in the entire country. We want to make sure it's business friendly, unlike what's happening right now. I don't know if you heard on the news, Moody's, one of the biggest credit agencies in the world, we got downgraded today. That puts a ripple effect right through the business community, not just in Canada, but worldwide. I know Kathleen Wynne, she's nervous. She's really nervous. She's getting personal. I'm not getting personal with Kathleen Wynne. I'm going to hold Kathleen Wynne accountable based on her record. Her record. Folks, well, folks, I can't repeat what you just said, but nothing. That's all right. Anyways, my friends, together, we will make sure we turn this province around. Together, we will make sure we have this province thriving the likes that this province has never seen. We'll blaze a new trail of prosperity, growth, and opportunity for each and every person. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming out tonight. I want to thank you for your help. And we will turn... Oh, thank you. No, I can't... Oh, yeah. Well, that's very nice. Thank you. But, ma'am, you're the one who's going to help us make it happen. And I just... I love it. Full of energy. I love that. We've got a lively bunch today. Bobby, you behave yourself. Anyways, we had a great tour, by the way. We had a great tour. I'll just tell you a few minutes. Went all around the province, met a lot of businesses that are struggling. One business that was right across the other side of the river telling me, Doug, give me a reason why I should stay here. So I gave him the reason how we're going to reduce hydro rates, get rid of the carbon tax, make sure that we reduce taxes, which we announced today, make sure that we help the most vulnerable in society, give them a hand up. But again, we're going to do this together. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming tonight. I want to thank my team. They've been working day in and day out. And we will turn this province around. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for coming today. Thank you.